Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are well and safe. Welcome back to my series there. And today we are on the part 4, and we are going stepwise on this series. And you learn on different cryptographic protocols in this series, and I hope you enjoyed that. We are moving to part 4 now, and you're gonna learn a lot into this, and we're getting close to the real topic. But you know that to make a base of the concept, I had to cover all those stuff. So if you are feeling bored on that, I'm really sorry for that, but look, that's necessary stuff, so bear with me. So today we are discussing the SSL and TLS cryptographic protocols. So I'll give you a bit of a background on SSL and TLS, what exactly it is, and how are we going to use it. I took these definitions from Wikipedia, so you can easily search on that there as well, and you can read it here. And there is a great topic there, and I'll leave link as well below, so you can search. You can click on the link as well. So as you can see, that transport layer security means TLS is a cryptographic protocol which is designed to provide communications security over a computer network, and the protocol is widely used in applications such as email, instant messaging, and voice over IP. But it is used in securing the HTTPS remains the most publicly visible. The TLS protocol aims primarily to provide security, including the privacy, confidentiality, integrity, and authenticity through the use of cryptography, such as the use of the certificates between two or more communicating computer applications. So basically TLS, what exactly TLS do is our transport layer protocol, as you can see the name as well. It secure the communication in between the server and the client. So for example, if you are visiting a website, and you can see a lock sign as well on the website, so that's basically means that the application is secure. And what making it secure is this TLS protocol, and I actually explain it in detail how the cryptographic protocols work, and how they encrypt it, and how they make your data in an unarranged or ununderstandable characters, and even though if somebody try to intercept the traffic and is successful in intercepting your traffic, he will not be able to get anything, regardless of some useless characters. So this is what it is. SSL, secure socket layer. SSL is a standard security technology for establishing an encrypted link between a server and a client, typically a web server and a browser. So basically, if we can see the concept of both SSL and TLS, it's pretty same. But look, there are differences, how they're different from each other. We're gonna discuss this. So let's go to the next slide. So here you can see that's the versions we have nowadays in the market, and you can see the SSL 1.0. So it should be 1.0, 1.1, and 1.2. Actually, I made a mistake here, so please forgive me on that. So SSL 1.0, 1.1, and 1.2. So basically, these protocols are deprecated. As you can see, we are not using it. I'll share the more details on that, why we are not using it. So, and then we have TLS protocols: TLS 1.0, TLS 1.1, TLS 1.1, and TLS 1.3. Now, TLS 1.0 and TLS 1.1, they are also old protocols, and I as I wrote there, that it's not recommended for use. Why? Because there are a lot of vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities mean, usually when we make something, so for example, these are the protocols. So hackers always try to break into the websites and try to steal the data and other important information, and somehow they crack it. Okay, and once they crack it, when they crack it, we know where is the vulnerability, or where is the loophole. So when they are getting advanced, we also have to keep up with them. And so what we do is we remove those vulnerabilities, and we update the patching. Not sure if you guys are and are aware of the patching concept. So what the patching basically mean is that we remove the vulnerabilities, we update the packages, so that's what we do. So as I'd written, that not recommended for use, so we would suggest like you should use TLS 1.2 and 1.3, and you can manage it from from web server settings, and you can check the things there, and you can set up the protocols there, and we are going to cover it how we can change the TLS, or we can add the TLS protocols there. So as I said, that recommended for use TLS 1.2 and TLS 1.3. The next thing is the history. Actually, I also took this as well from the Wikipedia, and you can see that SSL 1.0 wasn't even published. SSL 2.0 was published in 1995 when it was deprecated in 2011, and then SSL 3.0 it was published in 1996, deprecated in 2015, and then the TLS first time comes into the scene in 1999, deprecated in 2021, and TLS 1.1 was released in 2006 and deprecated in 2021. Now, as I mentioned, TLS 1.0 and 1.1 is not recommended, and why? As you can see there, it was deprecated in 2021. And we have TLS 1.2, which was released in 2008 and still in use, and TLS 1.3 is also still been using, and it's released in 2018. And this is a bit of a history of SSL and TLS protocols and their versions. The next thing is, of course, SSL, TLS. Why not we test the sites there? So, no, if we check the sites here, and you can see that so for example, I can quickly open a link. SSL, I think it's this one. Sorry, should have opened it here already, but anyways, so can do the SSL test here. So for example, if I take a website, for example, Cook's Island, this is my favorite dream place, so they have a website as well. Yep. Okay. All right, so you can see that here is the website, and if we go on this website, for example, and if we submit this website, basically we use to check the SSL certificates health, and as you can see, this is the domain, and we are actually checking the SSL score or SSL health for this. It sometime it takes 1 minute of time, or maybe sometime more, but once it's done, you will see that how we are benchmarking the SSL certificates basically, and what exactly we consider when we are ranking the SSL certificates. So let's just quickly make it a little back. Let's see, it's still loading. It shouldn't take that much time, but look, we have to wait. So you can see that it basically took a lot of things on the back, and you can see that this domain is resolving to this IP. This domain is also resolving this IP6, and you have to wait and see how this will be benchmarking this domain. Meanwhile, we can get maybe some other domain as well, so for example, if we want to go anything like facebook.com, so if we go to facebook.com, and we can test this domain. Meanwhile, it's scoring this. Hopefully this will be a little okay. That's strange. It's got a score B, and somehow it's not working as expected, but okay, let's check. It's good that we get these. Okay, see, this is also getting that score B as well. SSL report is being generated there, so we'll see it in a bit. But look, you can see that it gives a score of score B. We can clear the cache quickly and check. Okay, yeah, so it's benchmarking it again, and we'll see the score again. We'll see why. So you can see that it gives a score B. I can't see somehow the full report here. It usually showed the full report as well here, and it's still loading. Was taking time to generate the full report. But look, if it's scoring B, why it's scoring B? Because I am pretty sure that the server on the back end is still using the TLS 1.2, and nowadays the many benchmarking systems are discouraging discouraging people to use 1.2, and they're pushing the people to 1.3. That's why they're ranking as B of many websites, so that they can upgrade from TLS 1.2 to TLS 1.3. Nobody's using 1.1 at the moment, but looks, it's sometime it's not easy to simply go and change the cryptographic protocols, because some of the third-party applications are connected through those protocols. So we have to be very, very careful. If you're a sysadmin, you can't simply go and change or upgrade the TLS. So yeah, so we can cover this later, but at the moment, as I can see that it's not generating the full report, and I'll see why. Just don't want to waste your time here. Yeah, so this is the SSL and TLS protocol. So we will moving to the next topic now. So now you're gonna see a video here in which I will show you how to set up the domains, how to set up a web server, how to create the virtual host on Apache. That's for the learning purpose, so that you can have an idea how the domains are working, how we can point out the domains to the server IP, and how we get that server serve the HTTP requests. So please check the next video, and then after that we will install the SSL certificates practically, but that SSL certificates will be installed on the Nginx server. But for now, the learning purpose, please have a look on this video and you will understand how the things are working. What I'm going to do here is that I'm going to set up a Linux virtual machine on a Headstrong cloud, and then I'm gonna register the domain, and I'm going to point that domain to that virtual machine. I'm also gonna install the Apache web server there on the virtual machine to just give you a bit of idea how we can install that. I'm gonna install the multi-structure site here as well, so virtual host, Apache virtual host as well, so you will see how we can do it. It's a very small and informative, interesting videos. Okay, so let's hit in. So guys, first of all, of course, we have the Headstrong cloud. It's a very, very nice cloud, and it's a cheap cloud. Okay, it's based in Germany, and it's a very reputable and reliable web hosting provider, and a variety of hosting products as well there. So you can read a bit more about it, and you can check it out. I'm also gonna leave the link down there, and if you use that link to sign up, you will get a credit of 24 euros there, and you will you can do testing and everything you want there. So it's a very interesting thing. So let's dig in, and you will understand more. So guys, first of all, we're going to register a domain. This is a free non-registered domain. Actually, it's a free service. You can register the free domain here, and it's a very, very handy thing, very easy to use, and the best part is, of course, it's free. So you can register a free domain and point it to the virtual machine there. So we are going to register the free domain here, and I'm going to actually register 2 domains here for now, as we are setting up the virtual host and multi-structure site on a single virtual machine, so you guys will understand a bit more in it. So for example, first one, I can say test site, maybe, just using this name. test text site. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's see the availability here. Well, yes, we have the availability. Actually, we already selected this one here, so let's check out to this, and you can select here. You see that there are loads of things, so you can set it up. So I'm going to set up for 1 month, just using this for a 1 month, a basic subscription, and you can see that it's free. You see €0 there. I'm going to complete this order, and yeah, so it's actually completing the order and everything there. Now you will see that a window will be popping up, or order number and everything. So order confirmation is there. We are going to register another domain, which we can say register a new domain, and we'll see how it will work. So let's see, here we are. So I'm going to add, for example, test1. Okay, you'll see the availability here, and we'll see if this domain is available there. So test1 text site, we had text site and not test1 text site. So we'll see that how it's gonna work, and you will see a complete scenario, and this is actually very, very nice. So you can see that we have one here. If we select this one, we'll see if we can get this. Sometime we get the we have been selected this. Sometime we get the errors as well because of the website here, free now, but overall it is beautiful. It's beautiful with the okay, we're gonna select 1 month for this as well, and we're gonna continue here, yes, and complete the order. So the reason which I I'm doing this first time, I mean for the first very first registering the domain here before I creating the virtual machine, is that DNS settings sometimes takes times to propagate. So I registered these domains first. This can take time. It sometimes take up to 24 hours, which I experienced, to be very honest, but sometimes they're very, very easy and very, very swift. So you can go to my domains, and you can see that 2 domains are registered there, but at the moment there's nothing here, so we can't visit anything here. So you can see that test text site and test1 text site is there already. Now the next, you can see that we actually can't, because the DNS is still not up. So to check the DNS, so we can always use the dig command, as you guys know, and you can see that if the domain is registered or not. So in this way you can see that you see the A record is is not showing there. So when the domain will be registered properly, fully, you will see that it will show us the server names there in front of the A record. So next we can go to the Hudson Cloud. So this is, you can see, a very nice cloud platform there, and as I mentioned that I will leave a link below, a referral link. If you sign up to that, you will get a 24 euros of the credit, which is, to be very honest, more than enough to do your testings and everything. Okay, as you can see that this cloud is very, very cheap and very easy to manage. So it will be a nice opportunity for you to do the testing for free. So this is the project which I've created. In this project, you can see that we have different options: snapshots, backups, placement groups, and primary IPs there. So and you can see on the left hand side, networking, firewall, security. Firewalls are very interesting and very easy to manage. You can allow block inbound, outbound traffic and everything here. So for now we're not going to go into the firewall, of course. We're going to add a server here. They all of the operating system. First of all, you can see the locations there, wherever is suitable for you, which is close to you. You can choose that location. For me, for example, the Germany locations is very near, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use Center 7 here, I'm gonna use the basic one. You can see that they have a different RAMs and SSD traffic, and the price of course that 0.006 per hour, and then it's increasing based on their specifications and their features. The next thing is the you can create the volumes, you can create the you can add the IPv6 if you want. If you don't want, you can leave it. Sometimes we just select the private network and we don't need this virtual machine to communicate outside world. So for example, the database servers, usually we don't want them to communicate outside world, so we just give them the private network there, so that only internal server can access them. In this case we made the IPv4, don't need to go to firewall, everything. SSH, yes, SSH is required, so we will go to the SSH here, and we have to add that. So what we'll do is we'll go to t underscore or say dot pub, and here we are. We're gonna copy our SSH key, and we're going to add it here. Now I am actually hiding the SSH key, of course, for the security reasons, but you can see how I am getting that. So if you don't know how to create the SSH key, you can search it online, but the command for that is SSH hyphen keygen, KEYGEN, and then you can follow the instructions. So I'm gonna add my key here. So I've already added the key and name. We can give them test tech site, and here we go. We have created the virtual machine. I also hiding the public IP, but if when you will create, you will see the public IP, and this is the IP which we are gonna use to sign up. I have copied the public IP here, and I'm going to SSH to this IP here, and the default user will be the root user, and here we go. Yes, so we are actually signed up here, so you can see that now we are signed in to the IP here. And now the next thing is we are in the server now. The next thing which we're going to do is we're going to install the Apache, and to install Apache we need the HTTPD package there, and this will install the Apache web server. Okay, so you can see that it's now installing the Apache web server here. Apache web server is installed, guys, and we'll see the status of the service, and we'll see if it's running. But you can see that the status is inactive, dead. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to start this. So we'll use the same command systemctl, and we'll use the start. And now if we check the status here, you can see that it's active and running, which is great. The Apache server is now running. The next thing which we're gonna do is the so you can go to this website. You can see the website here, the domain. I will leave the domain as well there in the video description, so you can see that whole bunch of different websites are here, and you can choose any website. These are just source code. Okay, so you can download this here. You see I can download it in my website here, and we can unzip this and deploy this. So what I need is I need two websites here, to be very honest, to just yeah. Okay, we have two websites here, guys. So I'm gonna close this. We have two websites here. Just want to check if our domains are registered here or not. Well, still I have no sign of registration, as I mentioned that it usually take time. Yeah, so this one is actually registered. You can see the name servers are there. So what we're gonna do is that first thing which you're gonna do is, guys, sorry, the first thing which you're gonna do is that this is the tech one. We can check the other one as well if that's the registered. Yeah, that's also registered. So the first thing which you're gonna do is, guys, that we will copy the IP here, and we will we manage the domains there. So we're gonna manage the first domain here, and we'll say manage the DNS, and in this you can see that we have to add the A record, and you can use the tech, or just we can add this save change here. Don't need to add anything there. So A records, if you don't know, you can go and check what is A record, but A record basically point the domain to the IP address. Okay, so we did that one. Now we go back to the my domain again, and I will manage the next one, and we manage this one as well, and you will see that we don't have the A record set up here. We can save this one as well here, and yep, so A record added successfully. Okay, now we go to this, and it's at the moment, because it's not really responding, because the DNS is not, it's just still showing the name. So when we'll see the IP here, it means that we are now we are good to go. So at the moment we cannot see the IP here. It usually takes some time, so we'll wait for this, and we'll see that. Meanwhile, the two sites you can see that I have downloaded. It's a free template here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the download, and we can see that. Yep, so we can unzip that, unzip the butterfly one, sorry, space butterfly one. That's unzipped now, and we have this site there, and yeah, that's now making a bit of a problem here. That should be okay. So what we can do is we can open from here just to see that it's there. Actually, just didn't want it to I'm gonna move this to bin. Just didn't want it to open this up here. So if you just click on this, it's easy. You see it's created a separate folder, and for iron as well it's created a separate folder. So rather than unzipping from the terminal, I'm going to do it from here. Okay, so if we let us know, you can see that we have these things here. So okay, great. We'll go to butterfly. Okay, here we are, and now the next thing which we want to do is that we want to put this on the virtual machine. Okay, so before we do this one, we want to create the virtual hosts here. Okay, so for that, what we are going to do is that desktop and cds script. If I have the, sorry, it's cd. Have the script here, so we can do the script. So we have this virtual host script, so you can see that just a test one, and we are copying this. So just want to check if this is still working or not. Okay, still is not showing anything, because the DNS has not been updated yet, but hopefully this will be working. So first of all, we will go to the server here. So if you see that this is the IP address, we copy this IP address and we paste it in the browser, and you can see that we have this Apache default web page is still showing there. So what we're gonna do is we're going to w, and we can come here and we can create a kdir virtual hosts. Okay, we created this. We go to the virtual hosts, and we can do something here is that we can put everything here, or we can all of the content here. So first of all we can do is mkdir tech and tech1. So we're gonna create two sites here, tech1. I'm going to tech1 and I'll say touch index.tml, and if we do to the index.html we can say tech1. okay, and we can save this. The next thing which we want to do is the we're here now. I mean, if we refresh this, it's not gonna create any impact because we haven't specified that thing at the moment. So we have to add the .d here. We have to add the virtual host here. Okay, so we can create a directory. So touch test tech site.tk tk.conf. No, .conf is very important because this is the one which we are using it for the for the configuration here. It's of course also we need to be very careful for the syntax size as well, and just going to remove these things here quickly. Test tech site. Server alias will use the same test. I'm keep on forgetting the things. Test tech site.tk, and the this is important one, of course. This is the one which we have to remove, and this is the virtual host. Okay, so VIOTUAL-USD hosts and / tech. Yeah, that's the path of the virtual host, and we can save this. Now we go to the virtual host and we go to tech here, pwd. It's you see we have the s issue here, so we always should copy these things. It's easy to do the things like that. So conf.d, and now we'll go to tech site here, test tech site here, and you see that the doc root is not right, so we're going to simply copy and paste the path there. Now the command for path is pwd. You can check that. Now you save this, and this is working great. And now it's still not gonna work, of course, because we haven't pointed out the domain to this as yet. To get this domain working, we will need to add this domain into our local host file, so that it can point the local DNS as well to the server. So what we're gonna do is see hosts, should be hosts, yeah, hosts. So if we come here, and we will need to add the domain here, so we can say, for example, test tech site, all right, .tk. now, and we need to actually copy the IP as well, so we'll just quickly copy the IP here, and so we're going into this hosts, and if we go there, we can paste it here, and you can see that the domain is registered test tech site, and we're gonna do the same for the other one as well. Same thing, but what we're gonna do here is this is the test one. So these are registered here, and still no, I've actually just have to check if the domains are registered to the IPs. So guys, you can see that now this is, I mean, I'm hiding the IP here, but I can see that this is now pointing to the domain here. Okay, so pointing to the IP, this domain is pointing to the IP. Now if we copy this domain and we go and put it in, now you see that we are getting this response. So we are getting this response from this particular domain here, and it is giving us a proper response now. What next thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to exit from the server, gonna copy the IP, and I'm going to go to the download folder where we have that butterfly site. So if you go to the butterfly here, I'm going to rsync all these things to the server, and you can see that how I'm doing it now. If we copy, I have to see that actually where was our virtual host. I actually copy the path. I don't want to make the mistake, so that's why, you know, I'm just doing it, but I know it. So we can var w and a virtual host. It was a virtual hosts and tech. So we're gonna copy everything here, and sorry, I made a mistake here. What we want to copy is everything here, so we just did this one. Wow, as we have the key already added, not asking for the password. And now if you see that, it should we are making some mistake here, so we'll see that we go back to the server here, and we'll see what mistake are we making here. So see, we'll check this one here. What mistake we made here. So first of all, we'll check the see hosts. We'll see that the IPs are test tech site.tk, test1.tech site.tk. Oh yes, the thing is, actually I remember, we after adding the virtual host we did not restart the IP, did restart the web server. So we're restarting the web server, and now it should work, and you can see that website is there, guys. Now you can see that it's not secure, but that's fine. I will teach you the things in the next tutorial, of course, how we can make it secure. But you can see that site is live at the moment here, and you can, you know, copy this one, maybe open a cognito mode, and you can see that it's working great. Now the next site which we're gonna do is we will go to the HTTPD conf.d, and what we do here is that we will you know, add another virtual host here. So we have this virtual, we're going to copy the same, and we will just change the name as well, as we have test1. So copy this. Now the settings which we want to test1 we want to change is, of course, same thing, 1. We'll change 1, and at this stage we have 1 as well. So if we go back to this and we just type 1 here, and this is the domain as well at the moment. So why it's giving us the same? That's not right. We'll go again and check. Yeah, actually my bad. Yes, same mistake. Actually, I haven't restarted the Apache. You can see that on this one it's still showing the default Apache server. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to exit from here, going to the download again, or are we are in the download already? So we are here, and now we are deploying the Iron website here. You can see this one, you can use the same thing, rsync, and see it copies everything to the server, and now we are good. And if we refresh this now, it shouldn't show us the well we make a mistake. Actually, it should go to the tech1 and paste everything to the other side. So here we are, and if we go to the butterfly, just to do the same async again because we mix up the things. So yeah, that's good. So now if you refresh this one, still not showing anything, and this is also on the default page. So we made some mistake here. This is the IP, you can close that. Test tech site.tk. Now this is the butterfly, of course. If we go to the domains here, my domains, it's easy to do things. So this is registered, which we have the everything here, but this is still showing the Apache server, and we have to investigate that. So we're going to the server, we'll see where are we now. Okay, sorry, VOW tech1. So we're going to go to tech1, and we'll see that, well, everything is there. The only thing which I can see is the folder. So yeah, that's why. So we can say move static to this, and now it should work here, because index.html should be in the root directory, okay, in the web root directory, which we defined in the virtual host. So guys, you can see that everything is set up here, and I'm going to just close all the tabs here and only domains. So you can see that first domain is showing this site, and the second domain is showing this website. So we successfully have deployed 2 websites on the Linux server, which is deployed on the virtual machine here. Alright guys, as you can see the last video, how we set up the domain, how we can point the domain to the server, how we can get the server, how we can install the Apache server, and create the virtual host and everything. So I hope you enjoyed that. What I'm going to do here in this video is that I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm gonna install the SSL certificates, okay? And this is gonna be very interesting video, and I am sure that you will enjoy that, and you will thoroughly enjoy it. Now, one thing which I want to tell you, that I have the server set up here as well myself. It's actually installed on my local machine, and I also have a domain as well, which is pointed out to this server. And you know how we point the server to the domain, to point the domain to the server, so I don't need to tell you that one. So one thing which I'm going to show you, that if you search free SSL certificate on the Google, you will see different websites. I would suggest you this one, okay? This is a very nice website, and you can go and sign up on this, and you can get the 90 days free certificate. It will be valid for 90 days, okay? Now I already got the SSL certificates from this website, so I don't have to do that, but for you I would suggest you to go sign up to this, and you will get it. But for that you should have a valid domain name there before you start signing up here, and a valid server as well where the domain is pointed, and then you can get the SSL certificates. As you saw, I mean, I haven't shown you in my previous video, but if you sign up to this website, you have to register your domain here, you have to validate your domain here. Now there are 3 types of domain, types of things, 3 ways to validate your domain. First, you can add some DNS records in your DNS provider, like we had the Freenom. And the second is the upload a verification file on your web server. And there's a third way as well, which I can't really remember, but you can simply go and you can sign up to this, and you can do that. But for example, if we log into this, and I'll show you some of the things here, and I'll log into this, Now you can see that here we have the certificate. So if we go to the new certificate here, we can add the domain here. The next thing is validity. So you can see what we need. So for example, we need the free one. Okay, the next step is CSR. So before you validate an auto generator, generate contact information as CSR for your certificate. And the next is the validation. So this is, so for example, I have rajput.tk. If they see that, yes, we have it, go to the next. We're gonna go for the free. Well, I already used the free free plan on this, but for you can go and you can get a free one. Okay, but to validate the free one, you need to have a valid domain name, as I had one, and then you will need to add the DNS records on your DNS provider, and then that's how you're gonna validate your domain and you will get your certificates. Now in my case, I already get that, and this is my domain here, guys, and you can see that it cannot access to the server, and the reason is very obvious, that the server is not up yet. So this is my server here, and it looks like the host is down. So I need to check this. Let me check this one quickly. Sorry guys, there was some issues with the firewall, so I couldn't get into the server. So we fixed everything, and now we're going to sign into this. Now I would suggest you to go through my Linux series as well, if you want to learn about the Linux, and if anything is not making sense to you here, you can go through my Linux series. You can see I'm checking if we have the Nginx installed here. We have this on the file system package, but we don't have anything else. We should remove this one to install everything from scratch, and just ignore this part for now. But if you can see that we don't have anything regarding Nginx. Now in order to install the Nginx, we need some external repositories, and I'm going to install the Apple release to install the Nginx. Now this is installed, and we can quickly install the Nginx, and we'll see here. Meanwhile it's installing, you can see that this domain is, it's refused to connect because nothing is listening on port 80. So that's why we are getting this issue. Now you can see that Nginx has been installed. We can quickly check the status of the Nginx here, and you can see that it's in failed state. I don't know why, or we can restart this, and now you can see the status, it's active and running. And if we go and refresh this one, you see that we can get the Nginx default page here. Okay, now we want to go to the Nginx setting and Nginx configuration file. Sorry, we need to use the cat. You can see that you can see that the port 80, you can see that port 80 is here, and you can see that the root of the web content is here. Okay, so whatever you put in that HTML folder, it will serve. Okay, at the moment, if you go to this directory, and you can see that we have the Nginx default web pages, and here it's basically this one. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove everything here, and we want to put our own content here. Okay, and now if you, for example, do this and it's getting 4 or 3 forbidden. Why? Because we don't have anything here, so it's just not serving anything. So you can see that here I have a folder with the name of new, and I have my own web content here. I'm going to copy everything from here to the same folder, HTML. I removed it here, and if I refresh it now, you can see that this is my web page here, and you can see that it's everything here now. But you can see that it's not secure, the website not secure, and that's what we're gonna do is, okay, that's what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna install here. So as you see that I told you how we can get the free certificates from Komodo, and you can get that. I already have these here, so when you get the certificates you will get these three things, okay. You will get this CA bundle, you will get the certificate, and you'll get the private key, okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to open this these three files, and I'll show you what we're gonna do here. Now nobody shows the certificates there, but I'm showing you because I already made the changes. So even though if you copy this, you will not get anything from this because I changed the character. So these are not the real certificates. So you'll get these certificates, okay. How you have to do is you will have to, these are three files, but you have to make two files here. How are you gonna do that, okay? You have to, so for example, if we go to the Nginx configuration file, okay. So we have two types of servers configured here, okay. The first is of course the port 80, which is currently serving. You can see that if you inspect this, and if you go to the network, refresh the page here, and you can see that the IP address and what port it is listening on, and you can see that it's listening on port 80, and you can see that here as well it's port 80. And if you are familiar, okay, sorry, SS-TNLUP, and you can see that there are many ports are been listening, but you can see that port 80 is also open and been listening, okay. Now what you're going to do here is that there are two types of servers are configured on the Nginx. One is port 80, which is not secure, it's only serving the SSL certificate. The second thing is what we have here is the 443. 443 is for the SSL certificates and secure connection. What we can see that we also have the SSL certificate paths as well here. But you can see that we have only two files here. One is the secret key, which is of course this private key, and one is the server certificate. Now you are wondering maybe why are we getting two files here when we need only one file here. So what we're going to do here is that we have to combine these two certificates, okay. We have to, for example, I'll show you right now. So you can see that this is my certificate and this is my bundle. What I have to do, I have to copy here and I have to paste it here. Now this is my one certificate. That's how you're gonna do it, and you make sure you remove these spaces at the end. You can see that you can remove these spaces, and that's what you're gonna do here, okay. Now you have to copy this, okay, and then you will make a one file at this location. You go at this location and make file like this, see that. And so I'll show you actually basically. So if you go to this cd etc nginx sorry, not cpki nginx, and you can see that you already have these two files which I have already created. But that's what you have to do. You have to create two files. You have to combine CA bundle and this. So first will be the certificate, okay, certificate, as you can see. So first will be this one, certificate, okay. Then you copy this one and paste right after the certificate, okay, and there shouldn't be any space there, okay. And then you can copy both certificate and you can paste in this one file here, in this file, okay. And the secret key will be this one, okay. Secret key will be the private key, this one, all right. And this is you're gonna put there. Now the next thing what we're gonna do is that we are going to go, and we already created this, so we are not doing it, but I'll show you. I already showed you how to do that. We go to this, we will of course remove these comments. At the moment it's not active, so we will remove these comments, okay. and you can see that, and that's great. And I'm gonna remove everything here. We're gonna leave this one here. You can see it's all making sense, like where to log the errors and where to if it's error, what page they are going to serve, so these kind of things. So we're gonna save this, we're gonna save this, and we will test if the Nginx configuration is right. And you can see that it's failing. Why it's failing? So it's good that we're getting the failure, and you can see that it's saying that we do not have this file at this location. And of course it's not at this location because we have this file at the other location. So I'll show you quickly. So it's basically saying that in your Nginx configuration you should have this file at this private folder, and we do not have this file at this private folder. Okay, and so you can see that this folder is not there in the Nginx folder. So we're gonna remove this simply, and we can tell them that here is the key, and if we remove this one and close this, and now if we see that the test is successful, and what we're gonna do is we're going to restart the Nginx, and it's restarted. Now you can see this here, and now when I will refresh this, it will give me the secure site. Sorry, it's not giving me the secure site. Why? Because we are not using the S. So now you can see that we have the SSL certificates installed, and you can see that the expiry date is Feb 23. Okay, because I acquired these certificates on November 25th. So you can see that the SSL certificates is installed. You can do one thing as well. You can check how we can do the, for example, Nginx, how to direct HTTP to HTTPS on Nginx, and you can really go and check different links here, and you can see that how we can do that. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and so for example, you can see this here, and you can see that how we can redirect these things. Okay, and you can easily change it. It shouldn't be a problem. So you can see that we are successful in the installation of the SSL certificate. Our domain is now secure, and as you can see that this is the one, and if we just press S here, HTTPS, you can see that it's all done here. So you see that this was a small tutorial how we can install the Nginx certificate. I hope you liked it, and please share this video, and let me know if you like it or you dislike it, or if you want me to answer your query, or if you want me to add something here, or if you think that there's something wrong, please let me know. I'm still learning, and I'm still like a student, just trying to help whatever I'm learning. I'm just making the videos on that. I hope you like it. Till the next video, I'll take your leave. Please take care of yourself and people around you, and I will see you soon. Thank you.